Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in. Check out your boy, P Funk, thinking right out here in my lab where I do what I do for you. I spend a lot of time out here doing my thing for you, but I'm enjoying it. I hope you are too. Today I got a good one for you. What you know about the Mojo? Some of us got this idea, some got that idea. Let me tell you what the Mojo. Let me tell you what is Mojo. All right. Spiritual luck, aka some call it magic, some call it voodoo, all that, but they got it. But let me break it down for you because I keep my mojo on 100. I use it. Let's go. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storyteller, story with a message. There's a message in my stories for life. I give you life lessons. Here's another one. You tune into receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. I ain't going there. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinker's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline, practice daily, will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to, know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get there together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will when I get through. That's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have an answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm your spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. Yeah, that's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you, right? Thinkers, know thyself and two. Might I be true? I told you growing up, my favorite, movie back in the day was Crossroads. It's when the young boy wanted to get with the old blues singer my man, Robert Johnson, okay, the lost song. He supposedly went down to the Delta, made a deal with the devil. He went to the crossroads, okay? That's where you go and you ask the devil for a favor. And you tell him, sell your soul for fame and fortune. Classic, classic. But it just happened to be our story. I would swear to God that they've been in my life, but that story, me and my dad, long story short, we had our crossroad, and I'm pretty sure he made the deal. Okay, yeah, I had to get him out the deal. Yeah, that's why I looked at that concept. I bailed him out a few times. That's personal, but yeah, that was my life story. So I was my mojo. Let's talk about this. Okay, right thing. Excuse me. What is mojo? Spiritual luck, I had to look. I looked them up. They got the same concept, but this is mine. I did this before I went to get the definition. I asked a few other people who I know about the mojo. And yeah, oh, okay, yeah, okay. So I call it spiritual luck, aka magic, that personal thing, that it. Okay, and everybody don't have it. Some of us do, some of us don't. But we call it the mojo. It's what in your DNA. He had it. I got it. My son has it. I see my grandson with it. All three of them. Okay, it's amazing. Excuse me. Excuse me. The mojo is in your DNA. You got to have it or you don't have it. So what you do is you pass it on through either helping somebody, assisting them. But let me give you my little breakdown. That's the story at the crossroad. When Mo Man got in trouble, I had to use my talent to do what I do to get him out. That's what I mean by the mojo. It's personal. So yeah, my old man was a die-hard Mojo, listen, Mo Man was a mojo worker. Okay, he had the spiritual roots. We knew all the stories. Women, they said, if you want to keep your man from leaving you, take a pair of his drawers, bury him in the backyard. Remember those stories? We know Creole peoples. I know my best friends are from Louisiana. They got a whole bunch of voodoo stuff that they talk about. I love it. And if you understand, it makes a lot of sense for whatever you want to use it for. But that's this how that's the spiritual root thing of the voodoo. But Mo Man worked his mojo. Okay, AKA, but he used it. I tell you, when I teach my right thinking, you can use it for the good or you can use it for the bad. Okay, he chose the bad. I call him Darth Vader. The Star Wars is another one of my life story. Why? My old man chose the dark side, and I, being his son, I'd start out on the dark side. See, I didn't change over. I started out bad. I didn't start out good. I started on the bad side. Whoa, big difference. Whole, trust me, trust me. I'm glad I got that nonsense out early. Moving on, but yeah, the mojo that I got from my old man. Okay, it's like people doing wrong. When he's a gambler, my man's a diehard gambler, so he used his mojo not for good. That's what I'm trying to tell you, make the point. So, okay, now he was a participant, he was a gambler. And he didn't always play fair. He didn't, he didn't give everybody got fair. No, you didn't get a fair shot with my man. He could, he would. No, don't trust him. He's the classic. No, don't trust him. Why? He gonna he the epitome of that snake, the serpent. He's going to bite you. Understand that? That's what he do. That's his style. That's his thing, and he ain't got a problem with it. Okay, and up until his dying day, he was that dude. Okay, but they all crumble. Moving on, but the mojo is what he passed on to me. My dad was a diehard gambler, and all my life he was what all in, and he used what that mojo hand. He used it to his advantage. Again, no, it's always positive, always good, but he when he needed it, he cranked it up and do what he got to do. He was a gambler. He's a night crap shooter, so he would do his thing. He would wind up, and when he was down, and I would see him, he would crank it up, and boy, all of a sudden he started hitting numbers. He's going to talk and hit the numbers and clapping that finger. It's a wrap. You got a problem. He's on the road. You can't stop him. The mojo. You got his mojo back in football, in sports, we call it the zone. Okay, I had my experience with my mojo back in my illegitimate days. I took Atlantic City, my brother, my father, and we used to all go down there, and but this particular night, I was on the road. I threw dice for about an hour, a little longer, man. But I made so much money that night that I stopped gambling. Why? I'm not giving this money back. That was just my concept. But I was in the zone. I was like I was James Bond. Let it roll. I'm doubled up. Yeah, I'm buying numbers. I'm just hitting. I'm hitting licks. People tossing me chip. I'm doing my thing. So I had my mojo working. I had my moment. For athletes, it's called the zone. Now, I was an athlete in high school. My high school was so bad athletically. We didn't win a football game or a basketball game my junior year. We were over. My senior year, we won 2 games. Now, it's 50 years now. I still remember this yesterday. I won both the games, both of those games, against Central and against Passaic. In basketball, we had an 0 for 50 losing streak. We had an 0 for 15, 16 in football. We hadn't won a game in 2 years. And the football game that I won, that was the first win in 2 years. The basketball game I won is the first one. So the two things we did when I was there 50 years ago, I'm still talking. Yeah, I can't let it go, obviously. But I know for myself, my mojo was working back when I was a kid. That's my point to get that. I wanted to get that out. But yeah, I still remember that. We hadn't done nothing. I personally took it upon myself. I'm gonna beat somebody. I'm gonna beat somebody. So that was my mindset back then. So my mojo was all in competing in the zone. Okay. I see my son do it. See him do some miraculous stuff on the hoop. I said, yo, man, where you get that from? He said, I don't know. It just come. Mojo. Okay, it's in the DNA, like I told you. All right. But now, when your mojo is working, what happens? You become unbeatable. Some people hypnotize you to get you that frame. Remember Bosworth, the skinny guy, the dynamite guy? He was all skinny boxing, but they put him in zone. He become a killer. Okay, so that's the zone. That's the mojo. Okay, you got the mojo working. All right, but it means you become unbeatable at whatever you're doing. My favorite was Muhammad Ali. He found his mojo within the greatest love of all, within himself. In that ring, he's unbeatable. Okay, when he gets his mojo going, forget it. He said your chance to beat him on when his night and the mojo on is slim and none. And Slim just walked out the door. I love that. But that's the concept. Mojo is that inner that that fight. Okay. Now I used to watch in amazement when my dad had his mojo working on the crap table, man, that was a thing of beauty. That's and but okay, it broke my heart when he was losing, so I had to sit there and boy, when he get the mojo going, get the slick talking, get that finger popping. Oh yeah, I know he about to do work. I know he. Oh y'all in trouble now. He about to do you. So when we know people like that, we all do, and that's what they got. That's the mojo. All right, now he would get in his groove and he would rip through your pockets. He gamble, bet. He didn't give a crap how much you put it down and let's go. And he would scoop it all up. Okay, talking trash at the same time, talking trash and kicking your ass. That was his mojo. That was his thing, and he was good at that. And in the reverse, it didn't always go his way, so he had to take his licks, and he did. Boy, he wasn't good at that. No, good winners. I mean, not good winners. You know they're not good losers. He wasn't a good winner. Oh no, he was the worst. You don't want that guy. He gonna rub in your face. He just go berserk. But when he lose, he loses all the way. That Mojo, aka Hoodoo or Voodoo from the Louisiana Creole French people. Okay, they knew how to put spells. I know how to do all that. I don't need to use that. When you learn something from other people, I just learn it. Okay, I acquire it. I ain't gonna teach you how to make a shanty doll, make a voodoo doll, and cause pain to other people. Let karma do that. I ain't got to do nothing. Karma takes care of that. So I had to get involved in that. But that's my mindset with that voodoo nonsense. I said, okay. But Mojo, it's all spiritual magic, or some people call it luck. But with Lady Luck, you can't control Lady Luck. And he he tried to harness her. Okay, he did the best he could with the mojo. Okay, that's the whole concept. You want to harness that. It's really can. You really can. That's the best part about it. But when you got it to a point where you could hit a lick, you get it and run with it. When you feeling it, you got to run. When you got Lady Luck, go for it. What? That's the mojo. That's your mojo working. You don't. When your mojo is working, you don't slow it down. You don't cut it off. You let it go. Okay, go. Let's keep going. No, don't keep going. Why? Because when you're able to control your mojo, ooh, that makes yourself, makes you unbeatable what? In life. You ain't gonna give up. You ain't letting go. You ain't gonna stop. That's what the mojo is for. Okay? Just as some people use it in, like I said, for them selfish gain. He did. That's what I flipped it. I'm using it for what? To be a better me. And it works again. Like a charm. I'm mojoing right now. I'm getting my mojo on right now. Okay. Mojo is your inner inspiration. Okay. That you have enough belief in yourself. And remember, the power is in the belief. That's why they can say you're a lie. Y'all make it happen because you believe it. So again, mojo. Okay. Inspiration. And when you get like that, you can't lose. And whatever anything you're involved in, good, bad, or different, the mojo gonna put you in that zone. Okay, and it's good to do that in life. Why? That's the fight. That's the ego. That's what you need to have. When he rolling, let him roll. Okay, let him go. Don't stop him. My old man, that dude right there, he gave me my life's mojo early in life. So I walked that walk, and I was good at it. So I'm not. I don't regret none of that. Paying the price for it, yeah, but learning it, man, I was all in. I was all in, okay? And when I was a kid, I still worked my mojo when I needed it. I had the ability to turn it off and on, okay? I figured it out early, trust me. And now, since I flipped the switch for what? The positive aspect on it, I ain't turning it off. The flip was on. My man said, dude, you gonna turn? Nope. I'm just keep going. He said, you know, nope. I'm 100%. Yeah, Sonic Hedgehog. And I know I have mojo. I ain't got a problem with that. Well, I'm proving it right there. And what? I use it now to serve God. See where I'm going with this? And by teaching what? Others what I know and how to do for themselves. What? Become one with God and have fun in life. Right now, man, I'm living my best life. And that's what I just sit around and come up with ideas and concepts I can give to you, put in the lesson. I come up to God, oh yeah, I can do that. Put in the lesson. I spend a lot of time conceptualizing and trying to put lessons together to try to make sense to somebody who can use it. And for those who do, I really appreciate you. Like you appreciate me, I definitely appreciate you. Let's go. My mojo is my right thing philosophy. When I figured that out, when I found the answers that I wanted, What? I'm telling everybody. Time for those who ain't tuning in, I can't help you. But for those who tune in, y'all getting a nice lesson. I appreciate you again. And I use my mojo daily. I told you I don't cut it off. And for what? Now it's for me. He used it for himself. I, on the other hand, use my mojo for what? A more noble and glorious purpose to help somebody else. Don't get no more noble and glorious than that. Why? I take pleasure in having somebody better themselves with what? My teachings. That makes me feel so good. Why? That's what I'm here to do. I don't want your money. I want your improvement. I want your understanding to be better so that you can become a better you. That does it for me. That's nobility. Okay? And that's why I teach it. And that feeling, aka that belief that you can do whatever you need to do to be done anytime, anywhere, at any price, any cost. That's mojo. That's the fight. That's the. If you ever got into a situation with me, you're not going out nothing me. Okay, you gotta be better be ready. Why? I ain't gonna stop until I get what I need done. And if I'm coming for you, you better be able to defend yourself because I'm gonna do what I need to do, whether you like it or not. That's the old me now. I'm a little more calmer. But the hell is that? That was my mindset. But it's still in me. That's the fight that's in me. That dog ain't went nowhere. He just like the serpent that sits in by your spine, the Kundalini serpent, and when you start living right, it wakes up, it activates just like anything else. That's a positive reaction. The negative reaction is when you do stuff that people do something, you get mad, get angry, you just react and do what you got to do physically, just beat the hell out of them sometimes, punch them in the face, whatever. Okay, but I don't do that no more. But that feeling that you're gonna do whatever you got to do, even if it's to you. I don't pick and choose. If I gotta do you, I'm gonna do you. Simple as that. So don't think my position or situation or relation don't mean a damn thing to me. So that's just me. And in the underworld where I come from, the streets. Okay, I come from there. I ain't no shame in my game, and I love the streets. I'm a street walker. That's my thing. And in that world, AKA, we call it hell. We all know about that. You have to have what? Your mojo on what? 100 all the time. And now I'm doing it with what? God knowledge. I'm just inspiring, motivating, educating people for the right reason, right? And good stuff. I ain't got no problem doing that. And some people got a problem with that. I don't really give a damn. You didn't have a problem. I sold drugs. They got a problem with me teaching God, preaching about God, talking about God stuff. Man, nobody will hear that nonsense. Yeah, that's your opinion. I beg to differ. Moving on, and I got the receipts to prove that. That's why I'm here daily. Let's go. Where we at? I gave. Okay, now you can't bring. Excuse me. In other words, you can't bring God into the gambling house. So it ain't to him. It wasn't God. It was just him doing his thing. He looked at it from a different perspective. Again, I understood that. So I don't entertain. So when you can summon up your spiritual mojo when you need it, be it good or bad, it's gonna do what it do. It don't know the difference again. But when it's done for the negative thing, there's a price that come with that. You're gonna get the rewards. You're gonna get all the material stuff, but you won't be blessed. I take my blessings over monetary things every time. So I can do my best with less. I don't need a whole no, I never had a lot. So I ain't beat for that. I ain't missing nothing. You can't miss what you can't measure. If I ain't never been a millionaire, I've been being a millionaire. But then I don't care about being a millionaire. It means nothing. But when you have knowledge of self, I'll have that forever. Whatever you got other than that, that won't last. So I'm taking what I got. And what I got, I gave to my son. Perfect segue. I gave my son his mojo. And I've been watching him use it all his life. And he didn't even know. I ain't even been no, don't even no, you got no, just keep going. What no, don't worry about it, just keep doing what you do. And now that he got it where he wanted, he giving it to his sons. They got it too. That's what I mean. It's in the gene. I'm watching my grandson. Dude, I love what you're doing. They got me here hot shot, all American, all that like his dad. Okay, man, I didn't rode that roller coaster already. I ain't complete for that. I love it, see it, but let me know when you get that real deal. Okay, then we can talk. Cause I want one thing from my grandson. We talk about that later. But he got his mojo working right now. His swag, he's swagging out. And I gave what Fathead, that name, Fathead. That's his name. He always thought big. Okay, And his mojo, he learned early in life. And he even, well, got some from his granddad. He got his that guy loved my son. That guy there, all he knows is this guy. And I ain't trying to change his perspective, his feeling, or ideas about his grandfather. He think the world of him. That ain't a bad thing. He did that. That was between him and him. That got nothing to do with me. He went him on a motorcycle. He lived he was Tutankhamun. He was a prince. His pacifier was on a gold chain. So yeah, he did all right. My grandson, they call him what, the Prince of Bel Air, because he's living the life right now. So if you living good and you doing good, you should live good. And what's the her purpose? Moving on. I hate the bad kids. They got talent, they got skills, they doing bad things. They want to, curl them in high. No, hold them accountable. Hold them accountable. That's where the problem lies. All skills and no brain don't work. I have seen my son's mojo in action. Okay, I watched him pop up when he was playing ball, and he does some stuff in the hoop court. I asked him, "Yo, man, where'd you get that from?" I don't know. It just happens. That's the mojo. Okay. Now he uses his mojo to what, and he passed it on to his son because he got three of them, and each one of them got their own identity, their own. That's the beauty part. I said, dude, you did better than me. He said, no, never that. No, my man, trust me. I had you. You was easy. You was easy. You got three of these guys, and they all like you. Love that. Okay, that's Mojo. Okay, it's in him, and he got his own Mojo from his pop also. So my grandkids got my Mojo too. I love them. All right, and that Mojo again is that inner belief, that ego, but it ain't negative. It's pure. It's raw. Okay, it's there. Why? It's a gift. It's a gift, and you tap into it. That's how you use it. It will work for you. That's no matter the odds, you are going to what? Win in the end. Why? You're gonna give it all you got. That's what the mojo is about. You don't know defeat, you don't know loss, you don't know giving up. No, I'm gonna fight to the end. Okay? And that's in life. Fighting to the end is the way to win. Okay? Those who give up can't win. Okay? Quitters never win, winners never quit. That's the concept. And that's true. It's a fact. Moving on. Some cliches are facts. They're cliche, but it's still a fact. Mojo is what? Sometimes mistaken for what? Swag, cool. Some people say conceit, arrogance. No, those are the qualities that they exhibit that some people take, and sometimes it's what? Mistaken. That's why. As I said, swag mojo could be mistaken for a whole different few things. All right. But for those who are in the know, mojo is what? The way to go. Why? It's internal and it's yours. You ain't gotta go outside yourself. Quincy Jones had a record called "The Dude." Okay, in my back in the day, I was the dude. Why? I was Bill's son. Wherever I went, it got the heart reaction. Wherever I walked the street, everybody know me. Okay, I was the dude. I was that dude. Fancy car, pocket full of money, nice clothes. I'm dapped out. The dude. Okay, and they always tell you, and that the dude with all the mojo moves. I couldn't lose. My barber said, I said, no, Mr. T, I might be doing a little bad. I said, boy, you can't spell bad. Boy, let's do bad. You Bill, son. So I had all the things I needed to keep me going. And I wasn't doing to mess with. I had jealous people and I had people who didn't like me, but those, when they showed themselves, got dealt with harshly. So they shut up and be what? They didn't want it. Okay, they just see y'all now. They don't want that smoke. If you got some problem with 50, y'all don't want to mess with that guy. Y'all know what he about. So reputation precedes you. And if those who don't take heed to the reputation, you show them. That's what I did back in the day. I learned that again from him. Bust him upside the head, you got their attention. Man, he went right here, people, he's just busting people. That's another story. But the mojos, give me, I get back to that. I'm no longer a gambler. I don't use my mojo for selfish gains. Okay. Now, but my mojo still what? At 100. I'm doing it for him now. I ain't turning it off. I ain't calming it down. No, I ain't stopping. Like McFadden, why ain't stop me now? Why? My mojo got me on the move, and I'm using it what daily. Enlighten you to get your mojo, get you going, get your mojo back. They got to think how the man after 60 get their mojo back. Go to gym, work out, meditate, get yourself in good condition, and stay focused. That's my way of life. So I'm right where I need to be. My mojo again, still on 100. I took the knob off, like Trump doing with us going to hell. He took the brakes off. My mojo, I took the knob off. Ain't no turning it down. I'm amped up, wired for sound. Let me wrap it up. I'm having too much fun. Let me go. Right thinkers. When God is your inspiration for your mojo, you now use what you can't lose. With God, you got God. He walked through the valley of evil. I should feel the evil. I got the baddest man in town with me. When you got your swag on, you got your mojo for God, you can't lose. Trust me on that one. And everybody who come up against me ain't put me down yet. I'm still standing. And I'm taking on all comers. If you bring religion to me, I'm a spiritualist. That's like bringing a what? A knife to a gunfight. I got heavy artillery, knowledge of self. Come get some. Don't compete. Just learn and be your best self. That's what I'm here to do. Help you do just that. I ain't your enemy. Let's go. Wrapping up right now, right thinkers, and closing. May you all live to be 100 and work on your mojo. And me, 100 miles a day. So I never know that my people who started to find their mojo have passed away. It's all about your internal fight. That dog that's inside you, that's your mojo.